Hey guys, welcome back to Eric Reactions. I'm having a little bad time with the copyright strikes if you've watched my other video, but still wanted to get back and do more Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge series. So this is episode 45, Requiem for Nyeh. That's funny. So yeah, I'm interested to see this. I mean, Joey's going to lose his Nyeh. Is it really going to be over for the rest of the series? I doubt it, but let's check it out.
I just realized what the G stands for in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Don't watch it.
Mokuba, have you finished translating the Egyptian text on that God card yet?
No,
Generation
but I did
X?
download the new trailer for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 10th anniversary movie.
Does it look any good?
Well, we're not in it.
Fuckers. I mean,
Wow.
carry on.
It appears to be about this guy Paradox going back to the past on his time-traveling motorcycle in order to play a children's card game with the three main Yu-Gi-Oh! protagonists.
In 3D.
Three main
Just like James
protagonists?
Cameron's Avatar, only instead of intergalactic Smurfs fighting giant robots,
Yugi,
it's a children's card game.
Joey?
In 3D.
Sounds awful.
3D.
Did you want to go see it, bro?
Mokuba, we're in the middle of a tournament. We'll just download it illegally like everybody else.
Yay! Pirating stuff. Alright.
In 3D.
Oh man.
Ishizu, why didn't you warn us that your brother was freaking Charles Manson?
I didn't think it was important.
But he's
Right.
insane! We're literally sleeping on the same blimp as a deranged psychopath! He could kill any one of us at any time, and let me tell you something, if it isn't Tristan, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah!
I suppose an explanation is in order.
Tristan,
It all began many years ago in the dunes of far-off Egypt, where my family guarded the secrets of the pharaoh's tomb.
A kid showed up just the other day.
Oh my god, this
I
song.
don't know how, but it was kinda cool, and there was stuff
Silver
to do,
spoon.
and so I got real busy. And then he grew up and he was all pissed off. He was bitter for some reason, and as he grew, he said, I don't want to be like your dad, and I sure don't want to live underground. And the cat's in the cradle and the millennium rod. My favorite Superman quote is kneel before Zod. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when. You probably should have told me when you were coming home. I mean, it's not like I have my own wristwatch.
Oh man.
Ishizu, I want to go outside. Wah!
Marek, you know it's forbidden for us to wander the surface. It's too dangerous. Haven't you seen The Little Mermaid?
Only like a bajillion times. I want to go to the surface and befriend a seagull and fight a giant octopus and maybe fall in love with a handsome prince.
All right, but I can only guarantee one of those things will happen.
OMG, Ishizu, this place is off the hook. Just look at all the poverty and disease. It's so cool. Oh, let's buy
Yikes.
a rag. I've always wanted a rag.
I just hope Odeon was able to fool our father into believing we haven't left the tomb.
I fluffed a pillow. It's fucking foolproof.
It's fucking cool.
Look, Ishizu, somebody left a perfectly good comic book lying around. Hey, this isn't like my scriptures at all. I mean, what's that one guy doing to that other guy? I'm not sure what it is, but it gives me cravings. And oh, look, a shiny box. I must worship it.
Sorry, baby, but I'm a rebel. A loner, if you will, and I can't...
Kill your family, kill your family, kill your family.
Marek, are you all right?
Must kill family.
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
matter, kid? You never seen the Kill Your Family show before?
Marek, we have to go.
But I like that show.
What a sweet kid.
Oh, Shizu, I'm having such a great time
Wow.
out here on the surface. It has pretty much everything.
Quiet,
TV,
Marek.
motorcycles, rags. Friggin' rags, Shizu. But so long as I'm a tomb keeper, I'll never be able to enjoy any of those things.
I then realized that defying thousands of years of family tradition and spitting in the face of our insane father was probably not the best idea I've ever had.
Shizu, I have to go pee, Tinkle.
Marek, our time is up. We must return home.
Oh, come on, just 5 more minutes. We didn't even ride Splash Mountain yet.
No, Marek.
Jeez, you're such a buzzkill, sis. But could I maybe keep the comic book? It is relevant to my interests.
Marek, please don't flaunt your yaoi in public.
Yowie.
Shimash, my name is
Oh,
Shani.
Shadi.
I am here to warn you gypsies that if you disobey your crazy papa and reject your duty as tomb keepers, something really bad will happen.
But we already did that. What good is warning us going to do now?
I am a ghost.
Yes, but that still doesn't explain
High
why.
five. I don't
What
need
the
to
heck?
pee tinkle anymore.
We soon returned home, but something told me that Marek wasn't going to forget his experiences on the surface in a long time.
I am not going to forget my experiences on the surface
There you
in
go.
a long time.
Oh, quit your crying and get back inside this dungeon of misery and despair already.
Okay, but there's something I must do before I leave. One day I will ride a motorcycle, and it will be so friggin' sexy. All around the world, fangirls will be left convulsing in throes of ecstasy as I ride suggestively toward the horizon. And then
Suggestively?
maybe I'll play a card game while riding my motorcycle. No, wait, that's just ridiculous.
Marek, what are you
This is
doing?
ridiculous.
I'm riding an imaginary motorcycle. What the f does it look like?
Remember, we must be very quiet so that we don't disturb our father.
Hey,
There he
it's Jizo, look at that thing over there. I wonder what it is. Loudly do I wonder about it.
It's some
Loudly.
kind of alarm. I must not have
Oh,
seen it
no.
in the dark, even though I've spent my entire life in the dark and would therefore have no trouble seeing in it. Come on,
Well-
Marek, and be very quiet.
Sounds like a plan-ish, Jizo.
I only hope Odeon was able to convince our father that... Wait a minute, a fluffed pillow? How is that supposed to trick anybody?
A fluffed pillow. That's ingenious.
Oh, hey, son. How's it going? I was just busy whipping the only true friend you've ever had.
Oh, no.
So, how was your day?
Oh
I
boy.
cannot believe you would both disobey me. Me, Hank Ishtar, the finest human
Hank?
being in the world. I'm going to fix this like I fix every other problem in my life.
Can they just
by
kill him?
whipping everybody within a 500-yard radius, starting with you, Binky boy.
Pinky boy.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Marek?
Not Marek, Melvin. Before
Melvin?
Odeon became his friend, Marek was forced to create an imaginary one out of sheer loneliness. A
Oh, no.
friend that would give him all the hugs he ever needed. A friend known as Melvin. And
Melvin.
now that Odeon is gone, I am free! Free to claim my prize, the Millennium Rod! Behold its true power!
No, the yellow squiggly lines, they burn.
And now, Dr. Scuzzbucket, you're going to experience firsthand what one of my famous hugs feels like. Open wide, Binky boy!
And then he stabbed me in the torso and the cat's in the cat place, and oh god, that's sharp. Please stop
Wow.
stabbing me, I'm going to die. When you're gonna stop, son? Oh god, that hurts. I think you pierced my lungs there. Yes, that was definitely my lung.
Yay, he's
I
dead.
did not know what he was f***ing with. And now, Odeon, it's time for you to join the great card game tournament in the sky. Say
What?
hi to the gummy bears from me.
Did somebody say gummy bears?
Now he woke up. For some reason, this ruins everything.
Are you alright, Master Marek?
I just
Marek
killed
came
my
back
own
because of
father
Odeon.
in cold blood. I might need a moment to get over it.
And I'm
Okay, I'm
over
over
it.
it.
I am here to warn you that your father is going to try to...
It already happened.
And so it was that Marek dedicated his life to destroying the Pharaoh and all of his friends.
Wait.
Wait, what does
How
that have
the
to do
hell
with
is
anything?
any of this the Pharaoh's fault? If anything, he should be blaming you, Ishizu, aka the worst sibling ever.
Yeah, I mean, you did kind of
Wait.
mess him up pretty bad.
How?
But it was his role as tombkeeper that had led Marek to such a life of misery.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Because he was abused and tortured by his own family, Marek swore vengeance against a guy who had been dead for thousands of years. A guy he'd probably never even meet, due to the fact that he was, you know, kinda dead and stuff.
Well, it made perfect sense in the Japanese version.
How? How the hell does that even begin to make one iota
Right.
of sense?
Because shut up.
Because shut up. Wait, what?
Hey, Bakura, guess who?
Oh, bugger.
Why did Teo bring him the...
Merry Christmas, Odeon. It's time to die.
Oh,
what? A fluffed pillow?
fluffed pillow.
Impossible! Who is responsible for this?
That
Nice.
would be me.
Well, look what the cat dragged in and pissed all over. I thought they wrote you out of the show, Florence. You think you can just barge in here and defeat me all by yourself?
Not quite
Hey, that's my bread and butter you're fucking with.
I always knew you wanted me to be inside you, Bakura.
What do you suppose he means by that?
I couldn't hazard a guess.
Trust me, Florence.
Sure.
You really don't want to get involved.
Oh, but I think I do. You see, I know who you really work for. Does the name Four Kids ring a bell?
How
Four
could
kids.
you possibly know?
Let's just say I put two and two together. After all, you are the single most evil entity on the show, which means you're the one trying to get us cancelled.
And you think you can stop me? Just you f***ing try.
Lightsabers.
3 words, Melvin. Bring it on.
They both have red
Very well.
lightsabers.
If it's a duel you want, it's a duel you'll get.
Right
Why is-
you are. And the winner decides if the show gets cancelled or not.
Then face me, Florence, and watch the fourth wall collapse around you.
Why is Joey singing anyway? Final episode? Well, I know there's 80, so I guess not. But if you were watching along in real time, were you actually worried, or was it obvious that it's going to continue?
Next time on the Kill Your Family show, a very special episode in 3D.
They brought back the 3D thing. All right. Wait, what part of it made Shizu a bad sibling, though? I mean, I'm sure she was. I mean, she was following her father's orders, but doesn't the majority of the blame lie on the father and not on her? I mean, she's been manipulated too. Odion's been manipulated. They were trying to be there for each other. She brought Marek out because she cared for him. Unless I missed something very important. I don't know. And in 3D. They just kept bringing that up over and over again. A lot of jokes, they do the rule of 3, so you bring it up 3 different times in 3 different ways. But they went all through. I think they went through 3 of those already in the first minute or minute and a half. Yeah, and then they brought it back at the end, which also works in 3D. Man, that father really is a jerk. I was just hoping he would die at some point, and I'm glad he did. Abusive, emotionally and physically. Oh. I kind of want to find out more about these people, though. Marek, Ishtar, and Odion. Marek, Ishizu, and Odion. Their backstory is pretty interesting, actually. Though, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Their father abused Marek, so Marek has to take revenge against the Pharaoh. Did they explain it better in the English version? Because they said it made sense in the dub, I think. But, I mean, in the original Japanese animation. But does it make sense in the dub? And Shadi shows up. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not sure it's Shadi's role exactly. And the fluff pillow gag was really funny. It just kept failing to work. Well, it worked on Odion's case later in the episode, but alright. Glad he's dead. Maven? I forgot his name already. He just wants to give people hugs. Deadly hugs. Yeah, I don't understand exactly why Shizu was a bad sister. And why did Taya bring the Millennium Ring back to Bakura? And somebody commented earlier saying that the Millennium Rod doesn't give Marek his split personality. It actually comes from him, which can happen, but I don't know why he has the eye on his forehead before he touches the Millennium Rod then. Like, is that some sort of magic that he has inside of him at some point? I thought that eye definitely came from the Millennium Rod. Who knows? And they had a lightsaber fight. Or they're about to have a lightsaber fight, which will be fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in for the next episode. Bye, friends.